With my projects, so I'm building for the local market, so it's always going to be deeply authentic for here, for India. That's my starting base. I've just saying that I've picked up a story from the Philippines. Same kind of emotional beats of storytelling, same kind of culture. We're adapting that. It's called Seven Sundays, ABS-CBN Studios. We bought that for India, and we're turning that into a film. So it comes under the category of family drama, which is one of the high priority segments that we saw today, right? So we're adapting that for here. We've just picked up another book on Diwali, a beautiful, wholesome Diwali story, culturally specific, but one I think if you're anywhere in the world, you could tap into it and see what Diwali is all about. One of my earlier projects that I worked on was called Bad Boy Billionaires.
How writers are feeling right now? I'm trying to think of more positive sounding words, but I think the resounding emotion is anxiety. I think that's not just India, that's world over. I don't think we've ever been in a global recession of sorts. Typically when one market's kind of hit a plateau, another one's just booming. I think this is the first time in the 10 odd years that I've been at Tulsi that I've seen every market, every counterpart I speak to across the world feeling similar emotions and stresses. In a sense, it's reassuring because at least we're all in this together. It also means that better times have to be ahead because all of us in this room deeply love the business we're in, and we're going to find ways to, to bring, new kinds of collaborations, new kinds of business structures into the fold.
So I think that, when we started to actually look at this, at that time, there was one thought that was central, or a couple of things. One was that South Asian voices, faces, perspectives, and stories started to move from the fringe into the mainstream in the most influential entertainment markets of the world. And the other thing was that, we started thinking as a result, is that why is it, there's no reason that in this time in the world that we live in, the Anglo-Saxon world should continue to be the sole arbiter of global storytelling, right? So it was a little bit with a view towards that. And in essence, when we started to think about it, we actually, it's not that easy. So we actually had a Sunset Boulevard strategy and a BKC strategy. And when we actually set up the company, even though our advertising business is, I would say, 75% domestic, on the content side, we set up as a US company with an Indian subsidiary with a view to actually looking at where the money was coming from.